Hey guys, I'm Frank. Welcome back to my daily NFT news. Today we are going to talk about rug pull, about Squid Game and some other rug pull, because I want you to understand their process for getting people involved, getting people to buy their token, buy their NFTs. In that way, you guys can know how to avoid those scams in the future, because you see they have actually very specific ways to work this out, and it's always the same process. So if we know how they do, then we can avoid it. So let's jump into it. Straight away, I'm going to look first at Project Joule. So Project Joule is a scam. It has been a while since it happened. You see, 120 days. We have now Twitter that is all gone. The Telegram is stuck. It's blocked. You can't get into it. And as you can see, first things they do, they have a nice website. So when you see a nice website, you should not think it's nice, so for sure it's a good project. No, anyone can actually make this kind of website, because you simply can buy templates and it costs cheap as $10, even for free if you know how to do a bit of web dev. You can go to any website, copy everything they've been doing. You don't need much money for that. You don't need to have a crazy team behind it. You can have a nice website and be a scammer, which happened here with Joule Finance. Another things you can notice on a NFT project or an IDO is a security audit. When they insist a lot about this, before even explaining you what the project about, that should be a bit alarming. Here we have a project that was made to resell extra electricity, and you could get the token Joule. But how we are reselling extra electricity, how this is working, we don't have any information here, but yet we already go straight away into security audit, just because they know that having this mention on the website is going to create some trust from the early investor and the future investors. So they use this one. But if you think this tech rate audit or certic audit is something secure because they say they pass the security audit, it's not at all. If we look into Project Joule security audit made by TechRate, you have a bunch of blah blah blah, always the same disclaimer. So basically they don't take any responsibility of what they're actually doing, so what they are used for, but whatever, they keep up, and you see it pass everything. But the problem is nowhere they talk about dogs. They don't talk about the team that is known from the public. They don't talk about the team LinkedIn, the team social media, their experience, who they are. We never know who is behind the project. That's the problem. And as soon as you have a project where people are trying to hide their identity, something is weird. And sometimes they don't try to hide on a way that they're actually putting fake profile. They put fake profile or fake affiliation with some famous people, but those famous people have no idea about it. Sometimes they're going to put you an ad where you have a famous person that talks about the project and that says it's good, you guys should get into it, but actually they pay for that. You have website now where you can pay to get star to talk about a project. They get that all day. You pay them $200, $400, $600, and the influencer's gonna take his mobile phone and see what he has to say, and then he makes a video and talk about the project, blah blah blah. He never look into the project. He doesn't know what is it about. He doesn't even understand what is an NFT, doesn't own any NFTs, he doesn't have Bitcoin. The guys know shit, but yet he's talking to you guys and saying, yeah, it's good, nah, I support the creator. It's always the same bullshit, always the same script. Many people have no idea you can pay for that. So when they see these influencers talking about that, they believe and jump into the project. It's already enough for them to believe the project is secure and not going to be a scam. So that's one thing you need to be careful about. When you see a security audit or a video of someone claiming it's good, it's not because this person is famous, it's not because the security audit comes from a supposedly company specialized in security audit that it's secure. It's not. This company here, as an example, TechRate themselves, if you go to their website, you don't know who they are. There is nowhere where you can find out who is these people behind it. We don't know. As far as we could know, maybe it's the same people running rug pull and scams. Probably it is. Because honestly, if I am a scammer and I'm making a project and after project that I'm scamming people, I start to get a lot of questions about who is behind the project, how we can make sure it's secure, the audit is secure, because I don't know anything about a smart contract, so how can I know, blah blah blah. Then me as a scammer, I will be like annoyed by people saying this, because every time I have to explain myself and say food, you know. But if I create a company like TechRaid or the other one like Certic, I can create a company that makes security audit, and I make my own future scam look more legit, because you see the company Certic and TechRaid, they give me a security audit, it proves I passed, so everything is fine, you guys can trust me, no problem. If I am a scammer, I do that, and I think those companies has been made by scammers, because both of them, Certic as well, you cannot find anywhere who is behind the business. You don't even have a business registration number. So much for the trust, guy. I mean, we trust a company giving security audit and we don't even know who they are. So what the heck is wrong? So when you see these things on a website, don't trust. I mean, go look at the company behind it. Look, there is some security audit company that are secure, that are true and good. But also they made mistakes sometimes, of course, because obviously a scammer behind any project, someone can be even known and scam people. You know, some people don't even give a shit. They're stealing your money. We know who they are, but they don't care. It's too late. They got away with the money. We don't have a police of internet, a proper one, a proper watchdog to stop those people, those scammers. So it happens all the time. So be careful about this. I wanted to talk about this security audit matter, because that doesn't mean shit. So very be careful. Now also what you can do is to look into the roadmap of the project, NFT project or whatever. When you see an NFT project that has just minting programs, the roadmap is all about minting, making, but they never talk about, I don't know, maybe a metaverse, and tell us with who they are working about it, a game, and with which game developers they're working. You know, give us some concrete elements that make us think, okay, they have a good fundamental. We can trust that if we give money to them, it's to invest somewhere, and not just like we can see here, airdrop. So yeah, buy into us, and then we'll give you airdrop, guys, no problem. And then we're going to burn the token. You see, 10%, then even 60% here. So we create inflation, meaning automatically your current token gonna inflate. So you're going to get more money out of it. Blah blah blah. You see, token audit here. One, like I was saying, this is not a good reason to trust them more, to have a token audit. So all of this in a roadmap, when you don't see anything clear about the project, you know something is going on. Now another thing you can do is to go to their social media, especially the Telegram or Discord, and simply ask the question about who is behind the project, what is it about, and look at the conversation, what people do. And when you see an admin, a moderator that kicks people out fairly quickly, that you see a lot of feud words on the chat, and you see a lot of to the moon. When you see this coming from the mouth of the moderators, you know that it's something that's going to be bad. So just be careful with such website. Look clearly into the project. So I want to talk to you about SquidGame now, because SquidGame is a perfect example of what people can get into, not knowing shit about the project, about who is behind, and anyway spend $1 million. There is, I think, $11 million that went into this, or maybe even more if I'm right. Let me double check. Market cap was how much? Yeah, it went up to 14 million at some point. So people spend money into the Squid Game. But if you look at the website, I have to use the web archive because they deleted their website. So first things we can do is to look into the website here. You can see straight away we notice Elon Musk here. But what Elon Musk doing here? It's only here because it creates some trust for people getting into it, especially youngest people who have no experience into NFTs or into IDO or any token, any crypto. When they see, oh, Elon Musk is affiliated to it, they believe he's affiliated. They think it's trustful. We can trust it because when Elon Musk says something, it always goes to the moon. You see, always the word to the moon. So they use this one, but of course he's not affiliated, because if he was, you knew it. You just go to his Twitter and he will talk about it. He has no tweets about it, so you could search for this in this Twitter. And I know he posts a lot of tweets, so it's hard to tell. But this project came out fairly like this month, last month now, because we are in November, but it came earlier in October, so you can search all his tweets from October. He never talks about Squid Game. Also, you know that Squid Game came from Netflix. So go to the Netflix website and search any mention about a game, about an NFT or anything. No mention. Go to Google and search Squid Game NFT, Squid Game Game, Squid Game .cash. Search for this and look into what you see into the news. If you see one official person behind Squid Game, like the Netflix producers talking about it, then yes, you know it's going to be true. If you don't see any actors talking about it, any news made outlet, proper news outlet, because I will come to this soon, talking about it, and you know it's going to be a scam. And why I talk about the news outlets is because you had an article here, you had a story on CNBC, which is a well-known news outlet. So when we see them talking about something, we believe. Okay, but because we believe there is a proper news reporter behind it that is going to make a proper story. But the stories they had, the first stories they had about Squid Game was a paid organic story. So you can go to CNBC, contact them, and if you have a project, it can be a scam like a Squid Game or a proper project, you can pay to be featured on their website, and you pay something. Usually it's quite expensive, could go like up to 9,000, maybe up to 10,000 for CNBC. It's quite expensive, but some websites are cheap, but $1,000 at least, or even some at 200. That makes people, when they see your name on a website like this, believe, okay, it's for sure, it's true. If they are on the news website, the people behind the Squid Game website, the Squid Game token, for sure they are real people. It's the producers, it's the people behind it, it's the real people behind it. But no, it was the scammers, and everybody fall for it because as soon as people read something on a website like this, they believe everything they are saying is true. I remind you guys that most of the news we are reading every day, that can be on the TV, newspaper, even politicians talking about news, etc., it's mostly fake. It's usually made to get people to go in a certain direction. And those websites like this that allows people to pay to have their story on it, they can write the stories themselves. Sometimes you can hire a guy from their website as well to write the story for you, but you tell him what you want, okay? And they turn it into a FOMO. Like here, it's like basically talking about, hey, look, Squid is trading at $2.22, nearly 2,400% in just 24 hours, guy. It's already a capitalization above $174 million. You have basically, you're missing out. Why? Go, you know? Look at their white paper, blah blah blah. They just try to push into your face a news that is not true, and it's just marketing. It's creating FOMO, okay? Fear of missing out, for people who don't know what means FOMO. And I talked about FUD earlier, FUD, it's fear, uncertainty, and doubt. Another things we can look at, it's Medium, because Medium is a website where you can post news about whatever you want, any stories you want, and basically anyone can create an account. I can do, you can do, everyone can go. And the problem is when you have a project, an NFT project or an IDO that is actually using Medium a lot, go into this and you will see they will make stories just at their own advantage. They can say whatever they want to make themselves look good, and making them look good make you trust them more. But it's on Medium. You go and anyone can do it, so no problem. You can hide behind a proxy, a VPN, and just post whatever shit you want, and people and use this to say, look, we are on the news. No, Medium is not a trusted source. If we look at the Twitter of CNBC, you can see the first things we can read here. Look, it's up nearly 2,400% in just 24 hours. So that kind of creates some FOMO. People are like, hey, shit, look at this. And I was on the 28th of October, and if you read through everything on 28th, nobody said, hey, be careful, it might be a scam, guys. But on 29th, yeah, it's a scam, it's a honeypot. Everybody start to get crazy. Yeah, that was too late. So you guys, if you are a victim of Squid Game, if you are hunger to get justice, we can all try to be together and create community to help victims and also to prevent people to fall for scams in the future. That's why I created a Discord that I have only since few days now, but we can join this Discord together, create special channel where we can talk about scam going on and try to find solution to prevent this, because it's possible to create an association and help victims in the future and also prevent everything very effectively. There is no watchdog online for us. There is no clear police of the NFT or police of the IDO or crypto token. We need the community to work together with that. We can get funding from people that wants to support this, and there is so many victims about scams that I can tell you it will work for sure, and people are in need for this. There is people that comes every day into a token, into the crypto world. They have no idea about scam. They don't think anything might happen to them, and they see so many people suddenly talking about, oh look, this is good, and they fall for it. When you go to a telegram of a scam token, for example, you will see often they actually hire people or have friends involved into the scam to create FOMO and to stop people asking wrong questions by telling them, what are you talking about, you stupid, they are dogs or this and this. Basically, they all work together to make people believe that everything's going fine, people are going to miss out on the opportunity, don't ask questions, it's useless, we trust the project, but they're all working together, and as soon as you insist a bit too much, you get kicked out. So that's some problem that we have, because many people don't know that, so they just go into the telegram and believe everything they're reading it's true. It's different people, but no, there is also a lot of people involved in the team that are looking like normal investors like you and me, and make you believe that they are into it, they buy, but no, they are not at all. They don't buy anything, they're just waiting you to buy, but making you believe they bought. So too many shit going on, too many ways to trick people. We can talk about all these ways individually, one by one, and find a solution for each of them. And of course, scammers will always have steps ahead of us. It's always like this. If we talk about terrorism, same shit. They have one step ahead, but if we follow hard on it, there is always a way to stop them and make it more difficult, and maybe ultimately a way to stop them forever. Thanks to the blockchain, it might be possible. There is ideas out there. I know you guys have ideas, so if you want to join the Discord, I will leave you the link in description, and it's called the WatchDog. You come there and we start talking. I think it's important. We need to prevent these things. Also, please leave a comment, leave a like, share this video. I'm making this for free. I'm trying to do this every day now because I'm involved into the NFT world. I'm also a crypto trader for years now. I have a second channel where I'm doing a technical analysis using Ichimoku Cloud Indicator and its element. So I thought now it's time to talk about NFTs, because I have been observing so many shit going on. I think there is ways to prevent all of this. So yeah, join me guys. I see you soon, and see you tomorrow for the next news. Good news, hopefully no scam, but if I find any scam, I'm going to talk about it. I'm looking into one at the moment. I will see, and I'll let you know. See you, bye bye.